Maurice Scott, a well-known figure on the reality show Love and Marriage. Huntsville, has recently found himself at the center of shocking rumors that go far beyond the usual drama of television. People are saying he might be facing something much more serious than arguments on screen or disagreements among the cast. The rumor is that Maurice could be looking at prison time. What makes this story even more gripping is that his wife, Kimmi Scott, has finally spoken up. For a long time, she stayed quiet, but when she did share her side, it wasn't exactly what people expected. Her words, her silence, and even the way she chose to respond left fans stunned and critics divided. This situation has created waves not only for Maurice and Kimmi but also for the entire cast of the show and the fan community that follows it so closely. For months, whispers about Maurice facing legal trouble have been floating around. At first, many people thought these were just rumors fueled by the normal drama of reality TV. After all, the cast members on Love and Marriage Huntsville often deal with heated arguments, disagreements about money, and issues of loyalty and trust. But these particular rumors were different. They weren't just about drama or disagreements. They were about something much heavier, legal problems that, if proven true, could change Maurice's life forever. Fans began to wonder if there was any truth to it. Were the whispers just gossip, or was Maurice actually dealing with something behind the scenes that could put him in danger of losing his freedom? The rumors didn't appear out of nowhere. Some fans traced them back to public records. People who follow the cast closely often search for information about their lives, and in Maurice's case, certain documents began to circulate online. These papers seemed to suggest financial disputes or possible legal issues tied to business dealings. Whether these documents were connected to something minor or something much more serious, they gave fuel to the idea that Maurice's life wasn't as smooth as it appeared on camera. Around that same time, people noticed that Kimmi's behavior on the show seemed to change. She appeared more cautious, more careful with her words. Whenever topics like money or Maurice's business came up to viewers, it seemed like she was holding back. That only made the rumors grow stronger. Things escalated quickly. Fans started connecting dots, whether those dots were really there or not. Other cast members, some of whom have their own rivalries with Maurice and Kimmi, added fuel to the fire with side comments or vague statements that left people guessing. Reality TV thrives on conflict, and when one person is at the center of a scandal, others often take advantage of the situation. Soon, blogs were reporting about it, fan groups were debating it daily, and YouTube creators were dissecting every new piece of information. What began as whispers soon became one of the biggest controversies surrounding the show. Through all of this, Maurice stayed silent. He didn't deny the rumors, he didn't confirm them either. His silence created a vacuum, and that's when the focus shifted to Kimmi. People began watching her closely, waiting for her to respond. Kimmi has always been seen as one of the calmer, more reasonable voices on the show. She isn't known for creating drama or making reckless statements. Because of this, fans believed that when she finally spoke, her words would carry weight. But for weeks, Kimmi said nothing. Even on social media, where she usually shared glimpses of her life, she seemed more careful than ever. Her silence meant different things to different people. Supporters said she had every right to protect her privacy and her family. Just because she's on television, they argued, doesn't mean she has to share every detail of her personal struggles. Critics, on the other hand, saw her silence as suspicious to them. The fact that she didn't shut down the rumors was almost like an admission. On top of all this, Kimmi was already facing her own battle with breast cancer. This made the situation even more complicated. Many fans sympathized with her, believing that she shouldn't have to deal with these rumors while also dealing with her health. Others, however, thought her illness was being used as a way to avoid answering the tough questions behind the scenes. The pressure must have been heavy. Producers knew this storyline had power. Legal trouble, prison rumors, and a family in crisis are the kinds of narratives that networks often focus on. Each time Kimmi showed up to film, she likely felt the weight of those unasked questions hanging in the air. Online, people were demanding answers. Some said, if there's nothing to hide, why not just say so? Others defended her, saying she didn't owe the public an explanation. The divide in the fan base grew wider every week. Finally, after weeks of silence, Kimmi decided to speak out. The way she chose to do it caught everyone off guard. Instead of making a formal statement or addressing the issue in some dramatic way, she spoke during a simple conversation. It wasn't flashy or rehearsed. It was subtle, thoughtful, and layered. That's part of what made it so powerful. Kimmi admitted that she had seen the rumors and that it was nearly impossible to avoid them because fans often tagged the cast directly on social media. Just Acknowledging that much confirmed to fans that she and Maurice were aware of what was being said, but then came the carefully chosen words. Kimmi didn't outright deny everything. She didn't go into details about what documents were real or fake. Instead, she explained that the situation had been exaggerated according to her. People were twisting bits and pieces of real-life issues into something much larger and more dramatic than the truth. She made it clear that Maurice was not about to be sent to prison, but she also avoided giving specific explanations about the details of those issues. This halfway approach created more tension. Supporters praised her for handling the subject with dignity. Critics, however, jumped on the fact that she didn't shut the door completely to them. Her words left too much room for doubt. One of the most emotional parts of her response came when she talked about how these rumors affected her personally. Already dealing with a difficult health journey, she described the rumors as hurtful and exhausting. It wasn't just the gossip itself. It was the way strangers seemed to take pleasure in the idea of seeing her husband in trouble. Her vulnerability touched many people, reminding them that behind the headlines and speculation, there is a real family dealing with real struggles. But even in her honesty, there were things she didn't say. She never directly explained where the rumors came from. She didn't confirm or deny the legal documents that had surfaced online. She didn't talk about whether Maurice had been sued or if there were past issues that had already been resolved. Instead, she kept the focus on resilience, family, and strength. That choice divided people even more. Some said she was right to protect her family and that not everything needs to be explained to the public. Others argued that by leaving out the details, she only made the situation worse. Fans began analyzing her every word, her tone, even her body language during the conversation. Some noticed that she avoided direct eye contact at certain moments, or that her tone shifted slightly when discussing Maurice's business. In the world of reality TV, these small cues become fuel for endless theories. Was she hiding something? Was she under pressure not to reveal more? Or was she simply choosing her words carefully because she didn't want to add more negativity to an already difficult situation? Instead of clearing everything up, Kimmi's statement reignited the rumors. What people wanted most were direct answers. Was Maurice innocent? Was there a prison sentence looming? But she never said those exact words. The absence of those reassurances stood out to many critics. For them, her silence on those points was more telling than anything else. Still, others defended her, saying that perhaps she couldn't reveal certain details due to legal reasons. Or maybe she simply didn't want to give the gossip more attention than it already had. And this is the danger of rumors in the age of social media. When people don't get answers, they start creating their own theories. Spread quickly, and before long, speculation begins to sound like fact. That's exactly what happened here. Kimmi's careful choice of words, whether intentional or not, left space for fans and critics alike to fill in the blanks. Those blanks turned into viral narratives that spread across blogs, podcasts, and fan discussions. Some of those narratives went as far as to suggest that Kimmi wasn't just protecting Maurice but was also protecting herself and their family's legacy on the show. After all, reality TV often turns every rumor, every scandal, into a storyline, and in this case, the stakes were higher than ever.